In this video, I'll talk about how to act when your wife declares that she wants a divorce and how to get her back. Usually, the scenario runs like this. A woman tells her husband that she wants a divorce and states her conditions. Her husband starts to blame her for their broken marriage, threatens her, blackmails her, or tries to make her feel pity for him. As many years of practice show, this is definitely an incorrect behavior. On the contrary, it's important not to resist her, but rather agree with her that a divorce is imminent. Don't try to make her stay. You won't succeed. Be calm, even if only on the surface. Agree with her on every term. Don't stand in her way. Don't make the situation even more negative than it already is. If you try to make her stay, she'll feel nervous. But if you agree with her, she will feel calm and positive towards you. This will make her doubt whether she made the right decision. Maybe a man who is ready to leave is worth keeping. If you think that's counterintuitive, you should know that this is how female psyche works. Most of the time, when a woman wants a divorce, her initial requirements only have to do with how quickly the divorce is settled. But if there are financial matters to be resolved, or if you have children, don't try and manipulate her with either of these. Take a break. It will help you win some time and think about things with a clear head. Just don't tell her that you need a break to try to win her back. She should believe that you need time only to resolve all the matters regarding the divorce procedures. I would like to recommend a great website where I found a lot of information on how to get a wife back. Take a look, xback.how/W, that's exback.how/W. If you show her that you want to restore your relationship, she will draw further away from you and build a wall between you two. So you should agree with everything she says and not beg her to come back. Never be so bold as to tell her that you want her back. If there are matters regarding mutual possessions, don't fight her on them if you want to get her back. Don't try to take the children away from her. Don't ever even mention this. If you don't have a prenuptial, her wish for a divorce is a good time to tell her you want one. It will give you time. Tell her that a prenup will speed up the divorce because you won't have to deal with sharing anything. Everything will go according to the agreement. This is the time that you should take to work on correcting your mistakes. Use the techniques on removing walls she built and apply my recommendations on getting your wife back. Remember that children are hurt most by their parents' divorce. Be careful with them during this difficult time and try not to break them psychologically. They are traumatized by the situation itself, so any tension between their parents is very painful for them. They will ask you why you no longer live with their mother, and you will need to answer them, or they may feel that it's something they did. Tell them that you and their mother decided to be apart for some time to think about your relationship. Tell them that you don't want to argue, so you made a decision to live apart for some time. Don't try to hide the truth from them. Be as happy and as friendly as possible around them. Don't involve them into your conflict or use them to influence your wife. When you see your kids and wife, demonstrate to them how much you've changed. Do not try to take your children away from your wife after the divorce. Try to smooth out any conflict and remember that your wife may be provoking you by setting unreal demands. If she's doing this, don't argue with her. Just ask for some time to think things over. What you should do is use psychological techniques to influence her during this time. Here's a step-by-step plan to restore your relationship. First, understand the reasons that caused the divorce. Then, remove the blocks that your wife set up. Next, create a new image of yourself that is different from the image your wife has of you. And finally, influence her emotions and get closer to her. Get all the details on this and more by clicking on the link below.